Hello everyone, welcome to Desktop DIY. Today's project is newspaper beads, and I think this would be a great craft to do with someone special at home, maybe for Mother's Day. It's something that I used to enjoy doing with my great-grandmother when I was very young. So go ahead, grab someone who's important to you at home and give this project a try. For this project, we're going to need a pencil that you don't care about too much because we'll cover it with glue, a paintbrush that we'll also put glue on, and a toothpick. If you don't have any string at home, you can turn these into a bracelet with dental floss. But if you have thread or string, go ahead and grab that. You'll also need a cup for your glue and the glue itself. Elmer's glue usually works best. You'll also need a pair of scissors. And finally, you're going to want some pieces of newspaper. The first thing we'll do is cut our newspapers into strips. You don't need to be too strict about this. Any sort of long triangular shape will do just fine. Just remember that the widest part of your newspaper strip is going to be how long your bead is. As long as your newspaper strips are tapered, meaning there is a large portion at one end and a smaller part on the other, you should be all ready to go. Each strip will be one bead, so cut as many strips as you want. Next, we're going to go ahead and fill our little cup with glue. You only need a little bit of glue. Next, you'll need either your pencil or your toothpick. We're going to be rolling these strips around either the toothpick or the pencil. So if you have smaller hands, I'd recommend using the pencil. It gives you a little more control over the newspaper. But if you want smaller holes inside your bead, go ahead and use the toothpick. I'll walk through how to do both. You want to begin rolling your strip of newspaper onto your toothpick or pencil with the largest portion of your strip first. So that widest edge, that's where you'll place your pencil. Then you can fold a little bit of the newspaper around the pencil and then just begin to roll. You don't want to press too tightly or you'll never be able to get your bead off of the pencil. You want to make sure that the pencil or toothpick can slide in and out of the newspaper, no problem. After you've rolled it nice and tight, you're going to want to go ahead and dip your paintbrush into the glue. Again, you do not need very much glue at all, so just a little dollop would be great. You want to find the loose edge of your bead where the piece of paper is coming up a little bit and start your glue there. Put a nice big dollop right on top of that flap and then begin to gently brush the glue all along your bead. Make sure you totally cover your newspaper with glue. You don't want it to unravel after we take it off the pencil. Use the same process if you're rolling your newspaper onto a toothpick. It's a little trickier just because the toothpick is much smaller than the pencil. A good trick when using the toothpick is to roll it onto a flat surface. So after you've folded your little bit of newspaper over the toothpick, lay your toothpick and the newspaper on a table or whatever you're using, and then use your fingers to just kind of roll it right up. When you're lifting it, you want to make sure you're holding the newspaper together and make sure it doesn't unravel as you lift it to glue it. After you've taken your beads off of your pencil or toothpick, you want to set them aside on a piece of tin foil or wax paper to dry. They dry very quickly as long as you use a very thin layer of glue. After they're all dried, you can go ahead and plan out how you want to decorate your necklace or your bracelet or whatever it is you're planning on making. Although I have thread, I'm going to go ahead and use the dental floss. I like using dental floss because of its little thin wax layer. It makes it much easier to manipulate and to thread through a very thin bead hole. This is also great if you're kind of new to adding beads to a string, as you can control the dental floss a little easier than a thin piece of thread. After you're done threading, go ahead and tie your bracelet or necklace together, and then you'll have a really memorable piece of jewelry. Share your newspaper beads with us on any of our social media sites or shoot me, Miss Erica, an email. Thanks for watching.